So we'll teach a little beginning lesson. What I wanted to do is give you a little history, just so you can hear a little history of Zydeco and Cajun music. We'll start it at the 1930s, it'll only take a minute, and we're going to go all the way to current music, so you can hear the difference between Cajun and Zydeco music and how it transitioned over time, right? So what we'll do is, we're going to start with the, back in the 1930s, a guy by the name of Amadé Adouane. He's considered the father of Cajun and Zydeco music, right? Listen to his music. This is the old chanky-chank music. There weren't any heavy drums or anything back then, right? It was just an accordion or a fiddle. So listen to the music, see in here. Okay, so we're going to leave the 1930s, and we're going to go up to the 1950s. We're going to leave Louisiana, and as the money went to Houston, Texas, along with the industry, the oil industry, so did the artists, and so did the culture. So we're going to hear a little Clifton Chenier, 1950, just so you can see what it sounds like, a little differently. And he's the one that came up with the rug board. When you see rug board players playing, whoops, he's the one that came up with the rug board. So. Alright, that was a little Clifton Chenier. So you can hear the influence of blues music, right? A little more percussion in there. Alright, so we're going to leave the 1950s, we're going to go to the 1960s. And there was kind of a Cajun revival in the 1960s. This is Dewey Baffa, and the melodies in Zydeco and Cajun music are played with an accordion or a fiddle. And this is with a fiddle, and it's a Cajun tune, a waltz. So it sounds almost a little country-ish. So. Alright. Dewey Baffa. Okay, so we're gonna take off from the 60s, and we're gonna hit to more mainstream Zydeco and Cajun music. You have heavier bass rhythms, you have a big percussion sessions, drums, bass guitar, and all that to really give it a whole different flavor. So we're gonna go to kind of Cajun music on steroids. This is called Lost Bayou Ramblers, straight from Louisiana. Don and Carol are demonstrating a Cajun jig. Looking good, looking good. Now you can find this music in New Orleans, but it's kind of hard, right? It's not like, really what you need to do is you need to get on Interstate 10 in New Orleans, and you need to drive across the bayou for about 2 hours on I-10 to a little town, about 100,000 people called Lafayette, Louisiana. And all the way from Lafayette, Louisiana to Houston, Texas, along the I-10 border, that's where the music artists are. And that's where all their families and the cultures grew up together. So let's hear a little from Lafayette, Louisiana. We're gonna go to a club maybe called El Cido's, right? This is a famous Zydeco club in Louisiana. And I want you to hear the Zydeco music as it's played today, and it's got heavy bass rhythms. And see if you can hear the difference between that last music and this tempo music. See if this is more Zydeco. Bojock and the Zydeco High Rollers. All right, we're almost done here, and we're going to hear just a different style of Zydeco music. This is Keith Frank and the Swallow Zydeco Band. So in Zydeco, you have Buckwheat Zydeco and some of the famous bands, and then you have a little dance Zydeco category of all these bands you've maybe never heard of. Keith Franks and the Chris Adouanes and all this. So this is Keith Frank and the Swallow Zydeco Band. Wow. Alright, so that's a little history, all the way from the 30s, all the way up to mainstream, so you can hear the difference in the music. We're going to teach a little beginning Zydeco lesson out here. It's not very hard. In fact, it's even rare to find lessons in Louisiana. They kind of pick it up just by watching it visually. over the years. So we'll teach a little basic lesson. If you don't have a partner, that's okay, come on out. And remember, every second Saturday over here, the Bon Tom Social Club War Memorial Building, and 3 months in a row now, we have some really big name, kind of expensive bands coming up. So every second Saturday. Tio Leo's starting in January. We're going to be at Tio Leo's every Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night starting in January. And you can also go to Zydecolesson.com, and there's a free lesson for Zydeco music out there on Zydecolesson.com. So let me put on a different track here, and then I'll show a little demo of it just so you can get a feel of what it looks like. We can get it. All right. So we'll come out around the dance floor just so you can kind of see what the dance looks like, and we'll kind of, and then we'll break down the rhythms. We'll get our step, 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 step. Good. Wait. So this is a closed position. Quick, slow. Quick, slow. Step, step, step. And then there's an open position where we're just going to be away from each other, going step, 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 step. All right, so let's do the lesson here. Very good.